Say good morning. Say good morning. So she's basically a doctor. She's basically a doctor.
Hey, Merry Christmas!
But I keep stretching myself thin for you. Ooh, it don't make a difference in your head what I think. My opinion's meaningless to you. Like, what is the difference if you hear what I feel? I feel it won't bring me closer to you.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to a new vlog. It's my shadow shift. I am going to be an obgyn for 12 hours today. I'm so excited. It's currently 4:51, so I just made my coffee. I've been drinking it, so I might have stuff on my face. Honestly, haven't even washed my face today. I haven't taken a bath. I haven't brushed my teeth. I haven't done anything. I just literally got out of bed because I was doing Bible study and my devotional and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, my stomach is hurting. I think every time I get nervous, my stomach start hurting. And I be having the runs. And I'm on my period. And it's the first 2 days. So like I'm going through it right now. Good morning, guys. Okay. Welcome or welcome back if you are. Welcome if you are new, and welcome back if you are not new. My name is Talasia. I just document my life as a non-traditional pre-medical student, going through the journey to becoming an OB-GYN as of now. Well, as of now, it's not going to change. I want to be an OB-GYN, or on my journey to becoming a medical physician. I'm in my master's program right now at Tufts. And yeah, today I'm going to be doing a shadow shift, a 12-hour shadow shift in labor and delivery, which is going to be super cool. I have shadowed OB-GYN like in clinic before, but never in labor and delivery. So I'm excited to see how much I can see today. Like if I can see a real surgery, because I've seen my mom have a C-section, but you know, I wasn't on the other side of the cloth or whatever. What is it? The drape. I wasn't on the surgeon side of the drape. She did like show me a few things, but you know, I wanna CC for real. Like I wanna CC. But yeah, this is just gonna be a day about me shadowing and all the things, but I need to go shower, get dressed, and get ready and stuff. And yeah, let's get this done. I'm so excited. Hope you guys will like it here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I promise I'm not always looking like this. It's just early. It's 4:50 a.m. But I'm gonna go get ready, drink my coffee, get my mood up. It's cold. It's cold in Boston. It's freezing. It's so cold. I got all my. We'll talk about that when we get ready. So yeah, let me not even start talking because I will ramble on for days. You see, I'm tearing up. Ugh.
I wish I was closer to you. I wish I could hold you tight, but these long nights take tolls on me. That's just what I'm down to. I'm around you. I think you felt so much when I found you, but I keep stretching myself for you. You claim I want it my way. Easy on the brakes, you gon' break some. All this attention, no tension, yeah. What is it that you want is the question. What's your intentions for me? You throw all this dirt up on my name. You always make me feel insane. I'm not gonna take it no more. For you. closer to you. I wish I could hold you tight, but these long nights take toll.
Good morning, good morning.
That's just what I'm down to. When I'm around you, I can do but so much while I found you. But I keep stretching myself thin.
Oh, it's snowing. Let it snow. Let it snow. But it's snowing outside, but it always confuses me because when it snows, it's not that cold. But when it's not snowing, it's freezing. Omega, like it's not cold at all. Like if I wanted to, I don't have to wear this big jacket. That's how not cold it is. And for it to be snowing and the snow to stick, I thought it had to be like 30 degrees outside. Fahrenheit. I don't know though. But Omega need to hurry up. He think he on the joy walk, but it's no joy in this walk. It's 5:39 and I need to leave my house by 6. I really want to leave by 5:50. Just to account for the walks and stuff and getting lost and stuff. But yeah. Walking Omega now. Today I'm doing a shadow shift, a 12-hour shift. 6:45 to 7 p.m. in labor and delivery, and I'm so excited because I want to be an OB. So this will be like my first time shadowing labor and delivery. I have shadowed OB-GYN in clinic before, so I know what the in clinic portion entails a little bit, but I'm excited to see labor and delivery. I hope I see a bunch of births and I hope they're all healthy, and I don't know, I'm excited to learn. So if you watched the last vlog, I prepared and everything. I got my meal prep, I grocery shop, I studied a little bit. I actually need to study some more before I go, but I'm so excited to be going. I was gonna ride the TO. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you like it here. But it is 5:54 a.m. And so my plans was to ride the T to the hospital and back from the hospital. But I know it's the weekend and the T schedule is kind of like weird. Yeah, the T schedule is kind of weird on the weekends. It doesn't come as often. I don't think it starts as early as it does during the week. So my Maps app said that the T schedule will start running at 6:10 a.m. this morning. Yesterday it said 6 a.m. This morning it said 6:10 a.m. And then I'm just like, let me check the actual website, right? The website says that the first train is at 6:33 a.m. I have to be to the hospital at 6:45 a.m. So that would have never worked. It's a 10-minute walk to the T station from the T station, and it's an 8-minute T ride. The math is not mathing. So I'm going to have to call an Uber to the place, but I am not going to ride an Uber from the place. See, I was going to ride an Uber from the place, from the hospital back here, just so I can have that time to like decompress and not have to use my mind that much. Because on the T, you got to stay vigilant. It's just a lot on the T. But since I can't do that, I'm just going to Uber there. I mean, I have no other choice but to Uber there. And let me actually see how far the Ubers are. Because it's 5:55. And how far is it from me? I think it's like 20 minutes. It's a 25-minute, that's on the T. It's either a 10-minute ride or a 21-minute ride. If he doesn't have toll. If he doesn't have the toll. Hopefully he has a toll and it can be just 10 minutes. But this is just showing me that I need to be, so when I go to medical school, I want to go to a medical school where, well, I don't even know because a lot of rotations are far away. But when I get into medical school, by my 3rd year, I definitely want to have a car wherever I am. So if I'm in Boston, I need to learn how to drive in Boston, and I need to get a car in Boston because I don't want to rely on public transportation to get me to and from my clinical sites, and sometimes they're not at like my home hospital or the hospital that's connected to the school. So that's something I have to take into account. You okay? But yeah, I just have on this green two-piece set that I usually wear to school. They're gonna give me scrubs to change in, so I didn't want to like put on too much. But yes, I'm so excited. I don't want to talk your head off because y'all know I can get down on the and talk about nothing. My ADHD can kick in. But I'm so excited. I gotta find Omega Pappy. I gotta find him a Pappy because like when I go do my 12-hour shifts, my 24-hour shifts, who's gonna take care of my baby? He need a dad. You need a pappy. You need a pappy, Papa. Let me get out of the kitchen because I taught him. See, look at him. He's over there. I taught him. I've been trying to train him because he's been out of control. But I taught him to not come in my kitchen because don't come in my kitchen. Come here. So like he walks around it now. Hi, Papa. My stinker boy. Say good morning. Say good morning to my baby. He's been actually really, really good. He's been cuddling at night because it's been chilly. My little stinker bud. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call my Uber because it's 6 o'clock now. Just in case they playing around in my face. But yeah, I will see you guys later. I'm trying to see if I want to take y'all because I don't know if I want to try to keep up with a bunch of stuff. That just gives me anxiety. So I'll probably end up taking y'all. Let me see. I think I'm gonna just record on my phone. I don't want to lose my camera. So yeah, I will see you guys later. I'm so excited. I ended up putting my hair in a ponytail because I'm pretty sure they would have asked me to do it anyway. So yeah, I'm just trying to be a little proactive. Let me make sure I got my key. Cause the Uber is here. The Uber is here. Okay, I'm a key. See y'all at the hospital.
Merciful, gracious, you are abounding in faithfulness and steadfast love.
Okay, so I'm in the bathroom hiding for a second just to like get my life, get my life together and pray a little bit before here. I did see some OBs on the way and well, honestly, I'm lost. I need to actually get out of here because I don't know where I'm going. Look at me. Man, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I have nobody to call my own. So she's basically a doctor. She's basically a doctor. Hey y'all. I am back at his house from shadowing. Yeah, I had a great time shadowing. I wanted to wrap up what I saw, what I learned, and all the things before I go to bed because I'm about sleepy. I ain't about sleepy, I am sleepy. I'm tired, I'm exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. It's cold in here. Actually, why is it so cold in here? The heat is on. But anyway, I saw a couple of patients today. I can't say much about what I saw, but I want to give y'all like a general breakdown of what I saw and some observations that I saw about the team and about myself and what I need to like work on going forward. Oh, and y'all are dying, so I have to talk fast anyway. So that's perfect. So I showed y'all my little notebook in the last vlog, that preparation for. I showed y'all this in my last vlog when I was preparing to shadow. So if you haven't watched that one, watch that one and watch all my other content because you know it's good content. But yeah, so I saw a couple patients today. I think I saw 5 or 6 patients because a bunch of people were grabbing me. So like I work with OBs. I worked with a 3rd-year resident, an attending, a couple of attendings, a fellow, and midwife. So I think that's all the people I saw. So immediately when I got there, so I did the 7A to 7P shift, had to get there at 6:45, all the things, right? So when I got there, they did like, I think it's called handoff, where the night team tells the day shift what's going on with the patients, right? And what patients to be like on the lookout for. So as soon as they did that, they pulled 2 of the doctors out to do a C-section. Let me get my charger. No, I can talk at 9%. But they pulled 2 of the doctors out to do a C-section. She like, come with me. I'm like, okay, yes, of course I want to come with you. So I saw the C-section. Super cool. I don't know if it's appropriate to say these things are cool because probably not so cool to the patient, but cool to me to, you know, who's interested in doing this for a living. Cool to me to see these things. So I saw the C-section. But I've seen the C-section before with my mom. I didn't see as much as I saw this time, of course, but I saw the tail end of the C-section. Honestly, I didn't even see baby come out. I only saw them sewing mom back up. But either way, I saw a C-section. So when I was in the room with the C-section, it was just so overstimulating, I will say, because you have the surgeons, the OB surgeons, you have the anesthesiologist, you have dad, you have mom, you have nurses for mom, you have nurses for baby, you have all the beeping, all the counting, people running in and out. So it was just overstimulating for me. I'm trying to like look everywhere, and I'm like, I can't look everywhere because who I need to be focused on is the OB-GYNs because that's what I want to be doing. But I'm the type of person where I kind of want to like know what everyone's job is, even though, see, I feel like that's how I would take on too much responsibility because I kind of want to know what everyone's job is just so like, you know, if you can't do X, Y, and Z real fast, I can do it. But I think that would be practicing out of scope. I think that would be practicing out of scope. But like, no, I was just trying to like get a feel for what everyone was doing, get a feel for what the nurses were doing to the baby, what the nurses were doing to mom, where this is going, why does the placenta have to go to pathology. Like, I was trying to look at everyone at the same time, look at the doctors at the same time, look at their hand motions, like how they're not going above their head when they are doing the suturing, look at how similar suturing is to when I be sewing in my hair. Like, I was looking at so much stuff, how they count, make sure they count everything before they close up every layer. They had a little scanner that goes over the, like, they had a little scanner. I don't know if it's an x-ray. I don't really know my imaging like that, I will be honest. But they had a little scanner, I guess, to look for metal to see if they had left any instruments inside the body. And that was interesting because I remember on that Grey's Anatomy case, they had left an instrument, or they left a cloth inside the body and the patient developed some type of infection or something. So that was cool to see, like, that was something that's in place. Honestly, I judge a lot what I see medically from Grey's Anatomy. It's like, oh, I've seen that on Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, so I saw a C-section early in the morning, and then I saw a couple of inductions, which was cool. So with inductions, they place a cook balloon, I believe is what it's called. They place a cook balloon in the cervix And then they give you meso. I don't know the full name, but it's called meso. And that helps you dilate. I think it helps you dilate. I'm gonna put it on the screen if I'm incorrect because I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. But that helps you dilate. Then they also have another medication they give called Pitocin, I think it's called, which helps. They said it was a synthetic drug for oxytocin, which helps with contractions. It helps with contractions. So I saw a bunch of inductions. So what else did I see? I saw the C-section, a bunch of inductions. I saw 2 vaginal deliveries. The first one, I only saw the tail end of the delivery, which I was like, oh man, shucks. But I had to run to the bathroom. But by the time they told me to go to the room, introduce myself to the patient before she was ready to push. So I did that. And then, I went to see a different patient. And then she told me, okay, patients, she's about to deliver, go in the room, and I'll be right in there. But I was like, okay, I certainly have enough time to go use the bathroom beforehand because I don't know how long we're going to be in the room. I don't want to pee on myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, certainly I have time to go to the bathroom. Certainly I do. I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom. Baby halfway out. I'm like, oh man, I missed it. I missed it. But I saw the tail end of it, and I saw the midwife was like closing her up and delivering the placenta, which was very cool because I'm like, I don't know, the whole birthing process was super cool. Like seeing the placenta just slip out was cool, and I don't know, it was all just so cool to me. Like I'm the type of person, I used to watch births for fun, so seeing it in person was so cool. So cool. So I saw that delivery. I also saw a delivery, I think she was like 8 centimeters or something. So 8 out of 10 centimeters. I actually helped with that delivery. Well, when I say helped, I'm kind of like exaggerating. Well, not exaggerating because I did help. I had more of a hands-on approach. But as hands-on as I could get, being that I'm just a pre-med student and I don't know anything. So basically what I did was I just held mom's leg up for 3 hours. I held her leg up for 3 hours as she pushed. What was it, 3? It was like 2.5, 3 hours she was pushing. So I held her leg up for 3 hours as she pushed, and I made sure her drape was in place the whole time. That was my job. Hold her leg, make sure the drape is in place. And I think I did a great job, okay? When I was in the room, I will say, when I was in the room, I didn't talk much because I don't know what to say. I don't want to say the wrong things. I'm still trying to learn how to talk to other medical professionals. I'm still trying to learn how to talk to patients. I haven't talked to a patient for real in like 2 years now since I stopped working in dermatology. So it's and honestly, I wouldn't say I'm timid. I think I'm more quiet. I'm a very quiet and observant person, and I don't talk much. I'm the type of person where I'm like, less is more. Like let me get my charger. I'm talking too much. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm the type of person where less is usually more for me. Talking makes me uncomfortable, I will say. But you would never be able to tell because all I do is talk up here. Yeah, I think less is more for me. I'm not really a talkative person unless I'm in my mood to talk a lot. So yeah, I need to kind of get out of that because I want to be the type of physician who I wouldn't say over explain stuff, but definitely explain stuff to the point where the patient is comfortable with whatever's going on. So I need to, learn how to talk more, be more vocal with things. And I think that's just going to come with practice and time and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, saw the vaginal deliveries, saw a C-section, saw inductions. yeah, it was a pretty, like, I feel like I saw a lot. It was a very interesting day, I will say. About myself, what did I realize? I realized that I am a slow processor and I don't ask a lot of questions in the moment. And I don't know if that's something I necessarily need to work on changing or if something I need to work on like implementing things to like since I know that's something that I do, I need to find ways to navigate working with that, if that makes sense. So not necessarily something that I'm changing, but something I'm working with, if that makes sense. Like my ADHD, like I'm not changing that I have ADHD. I'm working with the fact that I have ADHD, and I probably should have took my medication. I probably should have took my meds. Yeah, maybe that's something I need to start taking, like for this type of stuff, because I will notice like this is with a lot of things as well. Like I don't ask a lot of questions. I don't ask a lot of questions during things. Like my mind doesn't really formulate questions because I have to like process what's being put into my mind before I can like, okay, wait, I really didn't understand this. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like I need to get better with processing that information, or process that information a little more quicker, because like since I know it takes me a minute to process the information, I need to encounter the information quicker, basically. So when I'm trying to think of how I would navigate this going into medical school and going into like residency and all that kind of stuff. So I think what that would mean is I just need to look at the patient's charts earlier. Like I need to look at the information earlier so that way I can look at it, I can process it. And I can process it before, it's time for us to round or whatever. So that's one thing I noticed about myself. I also noticed that I'm very quiet, but I don't think that's a bad thing about me. Like I've always been super quiet. But I'm trying to gauge if, when I get into these like professional environments, will they think my quietness is like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or like you just don't know. Like I don't know how that would be perceived. And also I need to, because I have a bad habit, and it's something I've been trying to actively catch and change about myself. But I have a bad habit of saying I think and then X, Y, and Z, even when I know for a fact this is the thing. Like I know for a fact what I'm saying is true. I always still say, oh, I think. Like I could be like, y'all see this is yellow, right? I could be like, oh, I think the carton is yellow, when the carton is literally yellow, right? But I have a bad habit of saying I think something when it's factual that certain is true. And I think that can be, see, look, I don't know, I don't know. I need to start being certain about what I'm saying. And that's going to come with knowing my stuff. Like, I need to know my stuff. And I don't know, like, it just encouraged me to know my stuff. Like, I want to save lives. So I need to know my stuff. So I need to study harder. I need to retain better. Like, right now in my master's program, being pre-med, studying for the MCAT, it's like, okay, this is all fun and games. It's all fun and games. I'm just learning to take a test. I'm just remembering to pass my test. But like soon, I need to be learning and retaining in order to save a life, or in order to make your life more comfortable, X, Y, and Z. Because today the attendant was telling us, I guess at lunchtime they do like teaching moments or whatever. So at lunchtime they were talking about aneuploidy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we talked about that in genetics and anatomy, and we talked about that in a bunch of classes in MBS. So they talked about Turner syndrome and DeGeorge syndrome and trisomy 21, and is it 21? See, Down syndrome, I think it's 21. And when you have XXY, you have XXX. Like, he was talking about all of that. And I'm like, dang, I wish I could add to the conversation. But when I was learning during MBS, I didn't learn to freaking retain. I learned it for the exam. But I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so familiar. Like, I remember hearing about that. But I couldn't add to the conversation and prove that I was smart because I didn't remember. So, yeah. I need to start learning with intention and retaining information. I need to start retaining information. But yeah, I think that's all. Let me look through my little booklet that I took with me. Okay, yeah. So I saw a bunch of inductions. They used the Cook balloon and the meso and the, what is it called? Pitocin. And Pitocin, I think I already talked about that. I saw how all the doctors basically collaborated with each other and talked through patient cases with each other. I saw fundal massages after the placenta was delivered to make sure you get all the blood clots out. I even asked, because I don't know if y'all watch Made It to Medicine, I believe is her name. But she actually mentioned on one of my videos, because I said I was going to be shadowing, right? I told TikTok I was going to be shadowing. And she was like, ask to deliver the placenta. And I was like, I can do that? But I didn't know I could do that. So I asked to deliver the placenta today. And she basically was like, she didn't say no. But she asked me if I was going to be back tomorrow. I asked her, could I do hand over hand? Because, you know, you just kind of pull at it. Well, not pull at it, but like twist it a little bit. And you ask mom to push. And you pull, you pull. Well, you don't pull, but like you twist it. So I'm like, okay, I've seen one. Like they say on Grey's Anatomy, you see when you do one. Honestly, my boss said that too. You see when you do one. So I saw one, so I was trying to do one. But she would not let me deliver the placenta. Which rightfully so, you know. I didn't sign any paperwork to be you know, delivering anything. But I thought it was a nice try. But she did say that she wanted to tell, like, the supervisor or whatever that I was very helpful today, because I was literally in that room for 3 hours. And I had a great time. It was actually very nice and fun. But yeah, I had a great time. I'm so excited for my shift next month. I wish we could do more than 2. I just feel like if nobody else is going, why can't I keep going? You know, like I would love to do a night shift and also a morning shift to see the difference in the 2. But yeah, I am going to end the vlog. See you guys in the next vlog. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe and all the good stuff. And yeah, I hope this was like not entertaining, but I hope it was insightful, and I hope like my joy and my love for wanting to become an OB is coming across. Even though I'm tired, I really do hope it's coming across, because I feel like a lot of people try to deter me away from wanting to go into OB, and I'm not gonna lie, it has been getting into my head like, okay, when I finally get there, I'm gonna be too old and X, Y, and Z. But no, like I really do want to be an OB. Like I don't feel like I would get this type of from any other specialty. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Have a good night. I could fall asleep right here if I really wanted to.